Alrighty, so here's the biggest thing when it comes to AI, right? So I've said it before, everything becomes democratized. Information, all these sorts of things that everyone had access to prior. What tends to happen is the moat, rather, because it's going to be very hard to identify new moats, right? So prior, it would be maybe knowledge. That was a moat. So people who had a ton of knowledge or who had access to knowledge in the past had a moat, right? They had an advantage. Now that's gone because AI basically just democratized information. So now it's learning, but then AI and the robots are going to do it all for you anyway. So that's kind of democratized as well. No moat there. The more this continues, AI kind of pushing forward, there's going to be less and less moats to kind of hang on to have that competitive advantage. One moat that still remains is distribution. So if you see, distribution is becoming more and more important. Now, distribution really just means, do you have access to individuals? Do you have access to a network where you can potentially sell information, sell a product, a service, X, Y, and Z, right? Do you have people like a newsletter? Do you have a YouTube channel? Do you have people waiting for you to post some type of content, or that are actively putting up their hand interested in what you are providing to the marketplace? So that is distribution. Now, distribution channels, distribution networks are going to become so important. You're going to have kind of two phases of this. You're going to have pre-AI era, which is basically just picking up your camera and talking, trying to gain distribution and gain trust. And then you're going to have post-AI. And you can already see post-AI is kind of taking over, because now you can use HeyGen to create fake avatars. You can basically just whip up a workflow with Claude Code and have this on-demand content stream, this infinite content stream that you can kind of put together and then you can go to market with. So distribution networks are going to be super important, because if people like you, they're going to listen to you. If they listen to you, they're going to trust you. If they trust you, they're going to buy from you. And the problem is, with knowledge almost going to zero of importance, right? Like, it doesn't really matter now what kind of certificate or career you had, what's kind of on your CV, because now it's like, well, the AI is going to do it anyways. So distribution is super important. And how do you go about getting distribution is the next question, because when everyone's kind of racing and putting out all this quote unquote AI slop, will it matter? So that's why I am trying to gain distribution, because distribution is going to be so super important. And that's the difference between Warren Buffett giving you financial advice and some blow schmo giving you finance advice. It might be the same information, but it's Warren Buffett giving it to you. You know, I could be giving you the same business advice Alex Hormozi's going to tell you, but you're going to trust him over me because, yes, he has social status and all this other stuff. More importantly, he has distribution channels. That's why he did like 100 plus $1 million weekend selling his book, because of distribution, right? He can open up his phone and he has access to millions of people, right? That's going to become super important, because when this all goes to zero, when you can build the same thing I can build and vice versa, you're going to want a community, right? So that's why live events are going to be super important. That's why community is going to become super important. What makes you different is having distribution. And yes, you get that through putting time into the game and not leaving, right? A lot of people, they will put time into things and then eventually leave because it just gets exhausting, or they don't have the bandwidth to keep doing it. So usually if you gain experience through just doing something, all you really got to do, especially in today's era with AI doing everything for you, you just have to keep doing the thing. Like, that's me, for instance, posting videos. You don't know me just yet. Well, you will come to know me, and you never know where this leads, right? It's just, you got to show up. And right now, more than ever, it's just like showing up, because a lot of this stuff AI is going to do. So you really just show up. You can get ahead of 99% of people, but that is the biggest next thing, is having distribution. It's going to be super important. And yes, you can have now AI avatars. Yes, you can use HeyGen as a fake avatar, especially when we really transition into like AI's doing everything. You're gonna want humans. You're gonna want some type of human, or it's gonna be nice just to watch like some individual in the wilderness talking, and there's not fast edits, and he's kind of just doing his thing. So distribution is something you should be chasing for, because right now you can build any app, you can do this, you can do that, you can build tons of content, you can learn very quickly. but still people are not going to buy from you because they don't trust you, know you, like you, X, Y, and Z. So to front run that, try to get distribution by putting content out, talking about what you know, getting people to trust you, trying X, Y, and Z. And there's going to be a premium to pay for individuals that have distribution. So, that's kind of brand, I guess, in a nutshell, and strive for many things, one of them being distribution. As always, I will see you later.